I'm Seth.
And I'm Drew.
And this is
Nerd Meeting the Nerd.
Hello, fellow nerds. Welcome to the final episode of Mega Man 3. And this may be the final because this has been a struggle. For real. But we're here. We're out here. We're playing the IGN Top 100 Games, Best Video Games of All Time. And this is on there, number 92. We already read the little synopsis that they had in the write-up. So go back to the first episode if this is the first time seeing this. If not, what's up? Glad you made it this far. How are you enjoying things? Are you not?
Oh my god. That took me so long. That took me a lot longer to do that little jump just now than I should have ever taken.
Yeah, well, and I was gonna say, and you may die because of rogue tadpoles, dude.
Oh, I was gonna say slide.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't need that in my life.
You sure? Is this boss time?
Oh no.
No, okay. It's Wasp time. No, Dragonfly. Oh, that is very no! Penguin machine having baby penguin machines. Blaff. And how does this thing go down? Does it not? Maybe not. Kind of looks like an ice cream maker. You know, like those old style ice cream makers that you would have as like a kid, where, you know, you'd put like the ice cubes in and then like rock salt that you had to buy special, and your parents were always so mad because they had to specifically buy rock salt.
Yeah.
And in reality, you could have used kosher salt. And if you don't have kosher salt in your pantry, you're missing out. Kosher salt is the best thing to use when you're cooking. It is just period, hard stop. But you do need iodized salt because iodine is an important part of your diet. And if you're not getting it through like seaweed, I think is something that you can get it through, you could end up with thyroid problems. So be mindful, be demure.
I'm not real happy about what's happening right now. I'm sorry for my lack of...
Can you put your dog in the water?
Well, the dog, we're out of...
we're out of dogs?
We're out of
hops. Dude.
So now I have to...
We're out of Judy Hopps.
Yeah. All right.
When is that movie coming out too, by the way? Like, aren't they supposed to be making a sequel to Zootopia?
You would think. I loved that movie.
I did too. It was like, I don't know, man. Like, I mean, again, it was a really good animal as people movie, and I dig it, man. Speaking of animals as people, I'm gonna give
you're coming out as a furry in this episode.
I mean, I'm not going to deny it, because I probably am, and people are going to wonder that based on my suggestion. On Netflix, there is an anime called Beastar, and it is essentially like animals living. It's essentially like Zootopia, but there are some adult themes, so be careful if you're watching that and you have kids, okay? Here's the thing. I think it's episode 2 or 3. Something's going to happen, and you're going to be like, I'm out. Because one of the characters gets into a very adult situation. Okay, power through, because it's actually a good story, man. Like, I usually, if I start something, no matter what it is, whether it's a video game, a board game, a puzzle, or a video, movie, series, TV series, whatever, I'm going to at least finish like the first season, or I'll finish the movie, or, you know, however, whatever. It's so good, dude. It's got a great storyline, and you really feel bad for, like, the main character is like a wolf, and he's pretty much struggling with the fact that he's, you know, a carnivore, and he's living amongst herbivores, and they're trying to, you know, have a balanced society. Like I said, it's pretty much Zootopia, but it's just a little bit more like
risque,
a little bit more real, dude. Like, it's a little bit more real, and risque. Are these enemies, or I think these are just like, okay, so you just
how you get out of here.
Got it. Because this isn't a huge pain in the butt. But no, dude, it's good. I appreciate it, and that's if you have anime recommendations, digestible anime recommendations, please put them in the comments, because that is something that I have been exploring, and I want to continue to explore it. And it's hard, man. Like jumping into anything like Dragon Ball or One Piece, or I could get into My Hero Academia, but if there's a lot, like that's intimidating for me, and I just dude, there's no way I could watch all Dragon Ball or One Piece at this point in my life. Maybe when I retire, that should be something that I end up doing. I'm watching every episode of Dragon Ball, every series, and every episode of the Pokemon anime, all regions. Like that would be crazy, man. And that would be
Pokemon all regions.
All regions, dude. There's a lot of Pokemon, dude. But yeah, that's fine. Like, and dude, when are you going to watch Delicious in Dungeons? Like, it's
I don't know.
So good, dude. I get it. Like, I don't like it.
What's
when
that on?
tell
It's on
me.
Max, right?
It's on Netflix, dude. And they had like a season, kind of like a part 1 to season 1, and then they had a part 2. I've watched all of it. It's just good, man. Like, if you like that fantasy Dungeons and Dragons vibe, nice. If you like that vibe, then you'll appreciate this show, because essentially it is like they go into a dungeon and they're kind of broke, so they have to defeat monsters and then use those monsters as meat for cooking. And not only from a chef perspective, oh god, it's so cool. Like, I love that aspect of it, but it's also cool. Again, great story. They have like a main goal that they're going toward, and there's a nice camaraderie and team building that sort of happens throughout it. I just like all the little different characters. Like, even the main character, whose name escapes me at the moment, he's supposed to be like the dumb soldier. Like, he's still a good dude,
Yeah.
Very well developed as a character. So
I need to check it out. Did you ever get into Vox Machina or whatever it's called?
No, is that the Critical Role thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I started the first episode.
Yeah, there's a part of me that's like, I never watched any of the Critical Role stuff. Like, I know they exist because on social media apps, there's tons of clips of them. But it is like they're so big at this point that it's like I want to stay away from it, because to me it's not real or organic. It feels like it could be too produced. And so that's why I've kept my distance from it. And I know, folks out there are
Critters would disagree.
Well, and that's the thing, dude. And that's totally fine. Oh, dude, is that just an...
Yes, yes, it is.
This
is
sucks,
it just a
bro. Oh, it is.
Is it just a bottomless?
Pit. It is a bottomless pit, dude.
Pit.
And they're gonna mock you.
They so are too. Luckily,
man.
I memorized it.
Yeah, no, it's totally random. Or maybe, I don't know. But yeah,
No,
dude, I've stayed. Oh, okay. I've stayed away from them on purpose, and I'll tell you exactly why. I am jealous of Matt Mercer. I am jealous of his gorgeous hair. I'm jealous of his career, his beautiful wife, and the fact that he gets to do something that he loves and make a ridiculous amount of money. Okay, I'm jealous, and I don't want to be a hater, and so I don't want to watch and force myself to hate because I'm mad, because I'm not a successful voice actor, nor, I am a voice actor in a way. I've been paid for one gig, and I did do a voiceover in an episode of Mystery Science Theater. It is 2 words, so I don't know if you can actually count that. But yeah, man, that's like a goal of mine. We got time. This is perfect. So in my quest of wanting to be a voice actor or narrator or whatever, back in the day, jingle, 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 back in the day, we covered Ray Bradbury's The Veldt. And I thought at the time that it was in the public domain. I was very wrong. And so I read that entire short story, and I did like an audiobook. It was my first audiobook that I had ever done, and it was pretty good. I mean, and I'm not saying that because like I'm trying to toot my own horn or whatever, but like that was our most popular episode. I think it was over like 35,000 views, tons of likes. It was awesome and very like validating for me. And then a little copyright strike popped up, and the Ray Bradbury estate essentially asked us. They were very nice. They gave us 7 days.
7 days.
Yeah, I was gonna say much like the little girl in the videotape.
They shook us down, is what they did.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I was very professional about it, and sent them a very nice note to the company that holds the rights, and they said, look, we have audio book out there that is that costs money, and you're taking away sales from us, and so I understood, and I said, look, I'll take it down, that's not a problem. However, I want to offer this to you if you think that it is good enough for publication or circulation or whatever. I said I put a lot of time and effort and love into this project, and I will offer it to you free of charge. They did not respond after that, so
they kindly said, nah, no thanks.
Pretty much. Well, I mean, no, they kindly said nothing, and by that I will take it as they're out, and that's fine. But you better believe that I have in my calendar the date that story goes into the public domain, and that video's coming back, bro.
How long is that?
It's only a couple of years, dude. It's not that far away. And when that date hits, because I'm doing it based off of like its original publication in the magazine that I think it was published in, which again, name escapes me, but and I will double check. I will make sure. I will go through. There's a government website that has everything that's in the public domain, and it is, man, they made that in the 90s or 80s, and they have not updated it, okay? It is old and archaic, but I'll dig through it, and I will find that out, and then I will launch that video again, and we'll have a big party, I think. We'll have like a live stream or something to celebrate it, but yeah, and then
that sucked.
Yeah, well, and what also sucks too is I did a reading of, and there's another one on our channel in the back pages. I forget what I did, dude, and God, man, getting old sucks. But it was I think it was a Vonnegut piece, and it did not do as well. Not as many people cared for it, and that's fine. Not everybody's going to like the things that you do. But that was kind of soul crushing. So, yeah, I'm trying, man. I'm trying to put myself out there and do things. It's not easy when you have a full-time job and a second full-time job, which is content creation. It's hard to have side hustles.
It is. It totally is. I'm going to pick, so we did Magnet Man. The only one we haven't done is Shadow Man. How am I doing on time in this final episode, Drew?
We got 11 minutes, dude, so we got some time to see if we can take down Mr. Shadow Man.
Because I really want the wrap up for this, I want to be us just talking about
thoughts about the game.
Yeah, and like give it maybe a final score. I don't even know if that matters, but like, do we think it belongs on this list?
Right. Okay, so lava, Kool-Aid, or marinara sauce? Like, what is waterfalling, cascading around you? Like,
I'd like to think it's marinara sauce.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, this stupid guy.
Would you swim in marinara sauce? Like, if there was just a big vat and someone was like, hey man, for free, you could just jump into this thing and swim around.
Well,
And it's not crazy deep, so it's not like you're gonna drown in the sauce.
I think I would, just like as a pastime, but that sounds kind of like a Mr. Beast challenge or something. I would hope that there was some monetary gain to be had.
Yeah. Well, if it's a Mr. Beast challenge, then you would have to like hold your breath under. Yeah, that's weird, dude.
Tripped out.
You'd have to like hold your breath under there, and like you'd probably die or get like an infection because of the sauce is the same sauce that they used in those Lunchly things that were a huge flop. Because
I'm stroking out right now because of this.
Yeah, dude, this is weird. Yeah, dude, Lunchly was a mistake. I mean, when you have, was it Logan Paul or Jake Paul or whatever, that freaking idiot meathead, like, you should not be making nutritional things for children, okay? Prime is a prime example of that. It's horrible, and
I don't love it either.
You market it directly towards children, and that's awful.
Well, it just doesn't taste that good. It's too sweet.
Well, that's the thing. Why is it super sweet? Because it's for children. Oh no, we don't market towards children. Are you freaking kidding me, dude?
Edging.
You're edging. In the dark, which is the best way to do it, because if somebody catches you, you can, pull the blanket over. I don't know why I said that. I don't do that at all.
Never.
But yeah, dude, I hate those guys. I'm not gonna say that I hate Mr. Beast. I don't really have an opinion of him, but the three of them though that came out with that, I was like, this is so stupid. You're trying to take on an establishment like Lunchables, dude. No, not gonna happen. Yeah, it was just dang, dude.
I know, like what?
They followed you. But yeah, so anyway, not a huge fan of those three that came out with that. But they, Mr. Beast is god of YouTube, so I guess I should have an offering or something. I don't know.
We should bow down.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if we ever, were lucky enough to be included in a competition or something, like I'd do it. I don't know.
Oh, dude,
maybe
100%. You're like basically guaranteed. That is some booty, dude.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, like, I know he's worked with like other YouTubers before, but they've all been like well-established YouTubers. I don't think he's gonna go scraping the dregs of the internet to find, two idiots who play video games. And if they do, it's gonna be Aaron and Dan from Game Grumps. Love you guys. You're not idiots. I mean, you would probably say that you're idiots about yourself. But no, I love you guys. You guys are awesome. You're the whole reason we're doing this. And I sent you an email, and I don't know if you've responded yet, because I just sent it, and it hasn't been enough time.
So if you guys want to get back to us and you see this episode, please do.
That'd be great.
Hey, check this out. I've played this one before. How much time we got left?
7 minutes.
Okay, cool. That's good.
In heaven.
7 minutes in Nintendo Entertainment System heaven.
NES.
Yes. So here's my thoughts on this game.
Okay.
I don't have, I'm not going to lose sleep over having not beat this game. Not even close. It's actually really sad.
I mean, we got a boss, though. We took down a boss. And it was well before the very, very end. So, that's good.
I'm probably going to get another boss, just because I have, the hammer thing, and I've
hammer time.
I've fought...
You got hard knuckle.
I've fought Needleman before, and so I kind of know what to expect here. But, so yeah, I'm not going to lose sleep. I never played Mega Man 2. I probably did, actually, I say that. I just don't really remember it. These games are not a huge part of my childhood.
Sure.
And nor does it, outside of being a side-scroller platformer, does not, remind me of some simpler time in my life specifically.
Sure.
And it's so again, I'm doing double speak. This is politics speak here, but I'm just kind of okay. It's hard for me to conceptualize contextually why this game is so significant, but I believe it. I believe it based on, and that's why I'm glad that they put those little write-ups on the IGN site, because it's kind of here's why this is significant. You're okay, that makes a lot of sense. So I would say this deserves to be on the list, but for me personally, I'd probably swap it out with PlayStation 2, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King.
Okay.
But that's just me.
That is just you. And while I don't remember that game specifically, any game based off of a movie property is never as good as it should be. And that is a fact. I don't think any movie game... okay, well, actually, I mean, I'll take that back. If you want to say Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, it's not based off of a movie. It is literally just based off of the idea of Star Wars. It's in the universe. So yeah, that one, sure. But yeah, dude, it's never good. My thoughts on this as the voyeur, as the watcher, the watchman. So I've always had respect for Mega Man, but I have never played a Mega Man game like this. I've played some of like the newer ones, and I enjoyed them. I enjoyed my time in the Mega Man world. I like the fact that his little like suit, his hand turns into a cannon and he like shoots stuff. Like that is rad, dude. Like I freaking love that stuff, man. It's I love the look of it. I love the aesthetic. I thought I was going to be very annoyed by the music at this point, and I'm not. I actually like it, dude. It's kind of a nice little jam out sesh. You know, I'm digging it. I don't think I will ever play this game. I don't think I will ever play it. Does it belong on the list? It's tough to say because Mega Man is an icon, and I think that this game is great for those folks. I think it's a good representation of games from this era.
Yeah.
And it is something that gives you choice. So you can go after whichever boss you want to. It has a wonderful variety of like levels and stuff. And that's freaking amazing, dude. I like that. I like that.
I think the Mega Man that is more nostalgic for me is the one, whatever one was for Super Nintendo. Like I really think that I remember playing that game.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. My experience is, like I said, it's later games, and I had more fun. And watching you, dude, and I found this out about myself. I am not great at these old school games because the controls are a little too loose for me. It is it's a risk. It's very risky, and it's not as and to me it's not as fun. Like I want to have a good time. I want to have fun. I want to be relaxed and groovy. I don't want sheer panic, you know. I'm trying to like half look at the list and quickly scroll through it. You know, it's hard because there's a lot of titles on here. To me, I would replace this with a Sonic game, probably Sonic 2. I don't know if Sonic. I
don't even think there's any Sonic games on there, is there?
I know, dude. That's my thing. Like I thought.
Yeah. That's kind of not cool.
It's not. Let me see if I can do a search and find here. We got a little spreadsheet.
Yeah, I don't think there's any Sonic games, but yeah, I'm with you, man. I think I would swap this out for something else. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
And I think you guys should give us your opinion. Tell us, did you play Mega Man 3? Did you love it? We got a lot of stories when we played the OG Zelda for NES. What are your stories for Mega Man 3? I want to hear about how you beat this, or how like your brother beat this and you watched it and there's like this cool ending or whatever. We only beat literally in 2 hours one of the bosses.
Yeah.
That's it. So it's clearly a hard game, or I'm just ignorant and stupid, which is also true. So any final thoughts before we wrap this thing? Mr. Drew.
Like I said, I would swap this for Sonic 2, in my opinion, because I love me some Sonic. And I think that also has a similar vibe. It's got great colors, it's got great music, and it's got Tails, dude. And I love Tails. And I love all of the Sonic movies, and I like the Knuckles show. Come at me, dude. So no, this is good. This is a great experience. This was a good time. We can leave it on the list. That's fine. for those of you out there. And yeah, dude. Thanks for coming along with us. Thanks for watching our quest, journey, trudge in some cases, through the 100 top video games of all time through IGN. Hit us up. Reach out. We got tons of different ways that you can do it. You can email us. You can call us. You can comment on us. Go through our link tree and just find some stuff and enjoy.
And hit the subscribe button. Best way to support the channel.
Too.
And it's for free. And literally, we love everyone who has watched this or has watched any of our videos. We really appreciate you.
Even the ones that have only watched for like a minute. We love you.
Yeah, true that. And from all of us here, from Nerd Leading the Nerd, come back soon.
Because we'll be waiting.
Nerd leading the nerd.
We love to talk about all things nerdy.
Nerd leading the nerd.
We talk about pretty much everything we love here.
Nerd leading the nerd.
Seth and Drew are your friendly tour guides.
Nerd leading the nerd.
So sit back and relax and enjoy the ride with
Nerd leading the nerd. What? Nerd leading the nerd.